Good morning everyone. I welcome you all for my video lecture on the topic tuples in Python. I am N. Jagadishwari, Assistant Professor of CSC Department, Thandai Periyar Government Institute of Technology, Vellore. In this video lecture, we are going to see creation and accessing of tuples, operations in tuples, slicing and indexing of tuples, deleting and updating tuples, tuple assignment, tuple as return argument. First of all, what are tuples? Tuples are also sequence of elements similar to list. Tuples are immutable sequences, that is, once you create a tuple, you cannot alter the tuple. So it is immutable. And the syntax for creating tuple is, first we need to specify the tuple name followed by equal to value 1, value 2, value 3, etc. up to value n. So the tuples are given in between brackets. So these are the three examples given for creation of tuples. For example, T1 is the tuple created which is an empty tuple, and T2 is a tuple created which consists of three elements 1, 2, 3. And tuple can also take mixed data type elements also. For example, in T3 you can see hello 23 15.78. So you can give string data type, numeral or floating point data type also. Next, operations on tuples. Similar to list, tuples the operations performed on tuples is concatenation and repetition. So concatenation is joining of tuples, and repetition is we are going to repeat the elements of the tuple. Here an example program is given. T1 is the tuple which consists of 4 elements, and T2 is the tuple, it is also consists of 4 elements 5, 6, 7, 8. And T3 equal to T1 plus T2, that is T1 is concatenated with the T2. So we are going to print tuple 1 as T1 and print tuple 2 T2. Next statement, print tuples concatenated as T3. In the output you can see here, so tuple 1 T1, the values of 1, 2, 3, 4 is being printed here, and tuple 2 T2 is being printed. So 5, 6, 7, 8 is being printed. And tuples concatenated, we are concatenating T1 and T2 and assigning to T3. So the T3 values are printed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is being printed. And repeated tuple T4 equal to T2 must be repeated 3 times. That means the elements of T2 must be repeated 3 times. So when we are printing repeated tuple T4, so we get this output. Next, slicing and indexing of tuples. So slicing and indexing of tuples is also similar to slicing and indexing of list. For example, this is an example program and this is the corresponding output. Here tuple 1 equal to physics, chemistry, so 1997, 200, these values are given. And tuple 2 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this tuple 3 is a nested tuple. That means here we are having the elements x, y, and we are having 10, 4, 5, which is one more tuple as an element for this tuple 3. Next, we are going to print the first element of tuple 1. So the first element of tuple 1 is physics, hence it is print. Next, we are going to print tuple of 3, that is tuple 2 of 7 minus 5. So the values tuple 3 of minus 2, 10, 4, 5 is being printed. Next, print tuple of minus 2, that is tuple 2 of minus 2. So we are printing in the reverse order, that is the second element from the last. So tuple 2 of minus 2 equal to 4. And next, print tuple 3 of 1 to 3 we are going to print. So tuple 3 of 1 to 3 equal to 2, 3 is being printed. Next, deleting and updating tuples. So tuples are immutable in nature. That means once the elements of the tuple created, they cannot be modified and cannot be changed. But the entire tuple can be deleted using the del command. Next, we are going to see tuple function. The first function is compare tuple 1, tuple 2. So this compares elements of both the tuples. For example, tuple 1 is given with the value 1, 2, 3, xyz and tuple 2, 4, 5, 6, abc. So now we are giving the statement print compare of tuple 1, tuple 2. Since these two are different, so it will print the output as -1. And the next function is len, length of the tuple. So this will give the total length of the tuple. This is nothing but the total number of elements available in the tuple. For example, print len of tuple 1. Here tuple 1 consists of 2 elements, so only 2 will be printed. Next function maximum of tuple. This will return the maximum value of the tuple. For example, tuple 3 we are created with 5 elements and the maximum element is 5. If we are printing max of tuple 3, so 5 will be printed. Next, minimum of tuple. So this will return the item which is having the least value in the tuple. For example, print min of tuple 3. So the minimum element is 1. So the output will be 1 printed here. Next, we are converting a given sequence of elements into a tuple. In general, a list of elements can be converted into a tuple using the function name tuple of sequence. The list of elements is given as a sequence as an arguments to the function. Now this is an example. A list is the list with 3 elements and we are converting this list into tuple. So we are using tuple of A list and we are assigning to A tuple. So the list of elements is converted into tuple of elements. When during list of elements, the list of elements are mutable, whereas tuple of elements are immutable. So when we are printing tuple of elements, it is printed as tuple of elements 1, 2, 3, xyz, 3. All the elements are printed within bracket. Next is sum of tuple, s. So this will return the sum of all elements in the tuple, given tuple s. For example, tuple 3 it is given with these elements and print sum of tuple 3 equal to sum of tuple 3. So the total summation of the element is printed here. Next, we are going to sort the elements of the tuple with the help of the function sorted of tuple. So this sorts the tuple in ascending as well as descending order. For example, tuple 3 is given with these values. Next statement given is print sorted of tuple 3. So this function prints tuple 3 in sorted order. So that is 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the output. And print sort of tuple 3 and reverse equal to true. That means this statement prints the tuple 3 in descending order. Next, tuple assignment. So tuple assignment is an easier form of assignment. For example, here it is given A equal to 100, B equal to 200, C equal to 300. And using tuple assignment, we can easily swap the values of A, B. That is A, B equal to B, A. And we are printing A and B. So the output you are getting is the initial value A equal to 200 and B equal to 200. After swapping of this two elements, A becomes 200 and B equal to 100. Next, after this, multiple tuple assignment statements are given. So we cannot swap only 2 elements. We can swap more than 2 elements also with the help of tuples. So A, B, C equal to C, A, B. That means C is assigned to A and A is assigned to B and B is assigned to C. Now we are printing the values. So already A and B values are swapped and A is having the value 200, B is having the value 100 and C is having the value 300. Now the C value is assigned to A. Now A becomes 300 and B value is assigned A value is assigned to B and A is 200 at this time and 200 is assigned to B, hence B becomes 200 and B equal to 100, that value is assigned to C. Now C equal to 100. So this is tuple assignment and this is multiple tuple assignment. Next, tuples can also be used as return types. So for example, we are using a function diff with the name swap and the arguments passed are A, B, C and we are returning the swapped value C, B, A. Here A equal to 100, B equal to 200 and C equal to 300. Now we are printing ABC equal to ABC, that is the actual value. So for this printing statement, the output will be A, B, C equal to 100, 200, 300. So after swapping, for swapping we are calling the function swap of A, B, C, and it is assigned to the variable A, B, C. So now this function will return the values of C, B and A. So A is getting the value of C, B is getting the value of B and C is getting the value of A. So after swapping, the values of A, B, C are interchanged. Now A is having the value of 300 and B is having the value of 200 and C is having the value of 100. Thus, we can use tuples as return types. Thank you.